Maverick 100.9, Aggie Land's country alternative. It's Corliss. And I am chatting with the guy that handed Maverick their TCMA in 2020, but I haven't actually got to meet you yet. Jamie Richards, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. You know, technically we have you on all the time on Maverick. We've always got your music rolling out, and you've got new music coming out constantly, including a brand new single called Up In Twang. What does that mean exactly?
Well, I guess it's just kind of a play on words, like up in flame. Initially it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
And it just talks about, the lyric is just basically a true to life, my life kind of driving around with a trailer hooked onto a van or something earlier in my career, and just trying to get to a bar and looking like we shouldn't even be in there, shouldn't even have made it, so just stuff like that. And it just talks about playing real country music and how people will actually, feel it and get into it. And, just one of those type of songs.
This sounds like the funner side of Jamie. You've had a few little melodies and stuff out lately, but you're cranking it up now.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of a fun song. I wrote it several years ago, actually, when I was as a staff writer when I was in Nashville. But way back in the day, before I moved to Nashville for several years, I played music, as a teenager in bars in Oklahoma. It's just like, they didn't care back then. I was 17, 18 years old,
Yeah.
I'm playing that. It was fine. And, just kind of just from life experience, it's a true to life song. I mean, I think anybody can relate.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like it was, a few years in the making to finally have it here. So everybody, we're going to debut it to you now. The brand new single from Jamie Richards and Up In Twang.
I'm sure they all wondered how we made it to town in a beat-up van and trailer, completely loaded down. As we set up on the stage, getting ready for the show, we were armed with a telly and country in our soul. We kicked off with Mama Tried, and everybody turned around. Toes started tapping as they listened to the sound. The crowd got so excited, folks began to sing. Before long, the whole place was up in twang. Up in twang, it's a heartfelt, soulful kind of thing. The more you hear, the more it fans the flame, till the whole place is going up in twang. We played all the honky-tonks, beer joints and dives. If you play real music, they'll feel it deep inside. Turn it up and let it roll like a runaway train, till the whole place is getting down, going up in twang. Up in twang, it's a heartfelt, soulful kind of thing. The more you hear, the more it fans a flame, till the whole place is going up in twang. It's a heartfelt, soulful kind of thing. The more you hear, the more it fans a flame, till the whole place is going up in twang. Till the whole place is going up in twang.
You just heard it here first on Maverick 100.9. That was Up in Twang, Jamie Richards. I got Jamie on with me now. And Jamie, you and I were talking about the album that you came out with in January. Up in Twang is on, but a few of your previous singles have been too. So that's been a really nice go about off of a full album for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's so many people are just putting out singles nowadays, or putting out EPs. But I give it the whole shooting match. I put 12 songs on this album, like the old school, and because I'm finding out that most people do actually have CD players. Act like they're trying to act like they don't, but they really do. And
believe it or not, I do. I got tape players too.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, that's great. Well, people still are buying a lot of CDs at shows, even though they're not putting CD players in cards anymore, unless you special ordered or whatever. But they're still really popular. And in fact, I even did a vinyl on this album. I've never done that before, and it's sold extremely well. I mean, every time we play, every night, I'm selling probably 5 to 10 albums. I mean, the vinyls, and you can go to Walmart now. I understand. I don't like going to Walmart too often, but I do once in a great while. But I noticed that they have, they're selling, the old record players now.
Honestly, I went to Target not too long ago. Also kind of a store I don't usually go to.
Yeah.
But I bought, you're going to love this. I bought Eminem's Greatest Hits on vinyl. It's on a blue record. Oh my gosh, me and my husband were more than giddy. We were dancing around the house to Eminem.
I don't have a problem with Eminem.
Yeah, we love vinyl. I don't know I've always known how to use a record player my entire life. My dad taught me when I was a kid, and that was the only music we had in the house was on records. So
I can remember my mom and having the old stereo, with the radio and the cabinet and the record player, and
it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, humongous.
That is so cool, and you've got a lot of duets and stuff. Sounds like your whole heart and soul really went into this last record.
It did. Well, I became friends with David Ball, Thinking Problem guy, many years ago, and he sent me this song called "Deep in Your Bones," and it's when he sent it to me, I was thinking, oh, I hope this is good. I hope this is good, and sure enough, it was really, really unique and a really cool vibe. We cut it, and I asked him that day, I said, why don't you sing it with me? And he said, all right, I will. So that's how that ended up happening. And I didn't have anything to do with writing it, but he sent it to me. And every time he comes down to Texas, he calls me and says, I'm going to be at so-and-so. Are you playing? Can you come by? And will you sing with me? And he's a fan. And it's so great to have somebody like that to be a fan of yours,
That is too neat. So everybody, obviously, what's the name of that album, Jamie?
The Real Deal.
The Real Deal. That is not surprising at all.
Yeah, it fits me, I think, somewhat.
A little bit. So go get you The Real Deal, Jamie Richards. Obviously, we love the new single Up in Twang you can get now, but you can find it on that full album. And big thanks to you, Jamie Richards, for coming to Maverick to debut it for us.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me. I need to get by more often.